Greetings to Dr. Rebate. I'm Tamilasi Dr. Raju. My metric card number is BG22110007. In this video, we're going to present our in-depth analysis focusing on the relationship between exports, foreign direct investment, FDI, and economic growth within Malaysia. Before we delve into our study, let me introduce my amazing group members who work for this research are Shannon Wei Aijing, Danishwari Mahendran, Gayatri Perumal, Nu Channi, Santharini Bhaskaran, and me, Tamilarsi Selvaraju. The introduction and background presented in this paper detail the purpose, motivation, and objective of conducting on the relationship between export, foreign direct investment, FDI, and economic growth in Malaysia. The motivation is to understand the interplay among exports, foreign direct investment, FDI, and also economic growth in Malaysia. The economic development is crucial globally, including for Malaysia. In this literature review, it seeks to expand on existing knowledge by examining how exports and foreign direct investment (FDI) influence economic growth. By analyzing the prior research, it aims to clarify this relationship considering the evolving economic dynamics in Malaysia. In this literature review, it aims to thoroughly examine existing research on the connection between exports, FDI, foreign direct investment, and also economic development specifically within Malaysia. It tends to analyze previous theories, findings, and methodologies, laying the foundation for subsequent research, applying the ordinary least square (OLS) method to evaluate how FDI, export, and GDP interrelated in Malaysia. This review also aims to offer a comprehensive understanding of Malaysia's economic growth, emphasizing roles of exports and FDI, identifying gaps in existing knowledge, and preparing groundwork for the subsequent analysis using OLS method. Overall, the motivation lies in contributing to the understanding of Malaysia's economic growth. The purposes focuses on reviewing existing literature, and the objective aims to shed light on the relationship between exports, foreign direct investment, and also economic growth in Malaysia, offering insight for policymakers and economists.
My name is Shannon Wei Aijing, metric number BG22110279. I will be presenting literature review. The major themes found in this article through theoretical review are the impact of export on economic growth and the impact of FDI on economic growth. In Figure 1, export of products and services rose dramatically between 2020 and 2022, according to the data from the World Bank 2023. Exports are unquestionably a major driver of economic growth. According to Figure 2, foreign direct investment had climbed from 2020 to 2021, but fell in 2022. Although foreign direct investment has been a significant contributor to Malaysia's economic growth, actual data from institutions such as the World Bank show that it is not without irregularities. Three methods are used in this research to conduct an empirical review: causality analysis, VAR method, and OLS method. Causality analysis is a process for identifying and solving the problems. In this case, causality analysis is used to identify the relationship between exports, FDI, and economic growth. A multivariate time series model called the vector autoregressive VAR model links the current observations of a variable to the variable's historical observations, as well as to other variables in the system. The relationship between export and economic growth is discovered through the use of VAR method. Whereas for OLS method is to find out the connection between FDI and economic growth. OLS is a process of estimating the coefficient of linear regression equations, which show how one or more independent quantitative variables relate to a dependent variable simple or multiple linear regression. Similarities and differences between the paper. The three variables have causal relationship with one another according to studies like Sultan 2016 and Jayachandran and Salian 2010 that use causality analysis. However, Wong and Xiao 2008 found that for the four second generation Asian newly industrializing economies, exports and GDP are statistically weak, while FDI and GDP are strong. Both Bakary and Mabroki 2017 and Kyong ETAL 2005 use VAR method to support their claims that export positively affect economic growth. Zainuddin's 1993 study, however, did not reveal a reciprocal relationship between them. FDI has a positive impact on GDP, as demonstrated by Mustafa ETAL 2021 and Balasubramanian ETAL 1996 using the OLS method. However, Yole and 1010 2009 used the OLS method to find a negative correlation between FDI and economic. This literature review has taught me that numerous studies conducted over a variety of time periods have produced varying conclusions about whether FDI and export have a positive or negative impact on economic growth. To find out if there is a meaningful relationship between these three variables, it will be interesting to test the theory through our own research using the current time period. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Danishwari Magendran. Today I will explore methodology and key aspects of our research that explore the intricate relationship between Malaysian economic development, export and foreign direct investment. Our study focused on data collected from 2018 to 2022, spanning 5 crucial years in Malaysian economical landscape. The World Bank, a reputable source, provides the quantitative data that form the backbone of our investigation. This approach ensures the reliability of our secondary data, offering a detailed foundation for our analysis. As for model specification, we indicate three variables: economic growth as the dependable variable and export of good and service along with foreign direct investment as the independable variable. To account for the growth effect, we transform the data into logarithm presenting our regression model detail in our report. 3.3 Method Estimation. We utilize CView version 13 to analyze the time series data from the World Bank. Descriptive statistics offer a snapshot of the premium future, while multiple regression analysis explore the relationship between dependent and independent variables. Our research has examined for heterodicity, autocorrelation, and multicollinearity. Estimation strategy. For our estimation strategy, we opted for ordinary least square OLS method, providing a comprehensive view of the relationship between economic growth, export, and foreign direct investment. This method helps validate our model assumption and establish the association between the variables. Data description. To assess the relationship, we employ econometric method using yearly data from 2018 to 2020. The World Bank supplied us with annual data and the empirical analysis performed using OLS method in review, including the following key empirical tests. Descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics offer a quick overview of data characteristic and distribution. It aids in comparing and comprehending different datasets, providing a fundamental understanding of our variable. Multi-regression. Multi-regression analysis allow us to investigate the relationship between our dependent variable, economic growth, and multi-independent variable, in this case export and foreign direct investment. We are diligent in checking for potential issues like heterodicity, autocorrelation, and multicollinearity. Addressing these concerns ensure the validity and reliability of our result. In conclusion, seeks the unravel or indicate connection between Malaysian economic growth, export, and foreign direct investment. This research contributes a valuable insight that can inform economic policy and strategy. That's all from me. Thank you. We have been searching for the right research paper which include empirical finding, model specification, and dependent and independent variable. And these are the proof of data that we have searched, and we also screenshot our effect searching. Thank you.
My name is Santarin Bhaskaran and my mandate number is BG22110369. Today, I will present the main portion of the research known as empirical findings, is where the data result from experiment or observation are obtained. eView software was utilized in this study to analyze this experiment. This section presents the findings of empirical result of export, foreign direct investment, and economic growth in Malaysia from 2018 to 2022. The tests conducted include multiple regression of heterogeneity, autocorrelation, and multicollinearity to draw a few conclusions whether the relationship between dependent variable and independent variables are significant or insignificant. The research used descriptive statistics to analyze data from a sample population. The dependent variable was gross domestic product (GDP) with an average of 3.140000 and a median of 4.400000. The independent variable was export with an average of 68.62000 and a median of 68.60000. The independent variable was foreign direct investment (FDI) with an average of 3.000000 and a median of 2.500000. The results show that export and FDI significantly impact Malaysia GDP. The relationship between inclusive and sustainable economic growth is positive, with a slope coefficient of 0.80, indicating an average increasing in the index of gross domestic product. Conversely, a negative slope coefficient of negative 0.18 indicates a decrease in the index. The coefficients are significant with a t-value of 1.81 and an intercept coefficient of 0.20. The R-square value is 0.072 and is indicating that export and foreign direct investment explain 72% of the variation in the index.
By involving heteroscedasticity, we use the first probability chi-square serves as a guide to determine whether the independent variables are significant or not significant to the dependent variable. When the probability chi-square result is more than 0.05, it shows that the independent variables are significant to the dependent variable. Based on the results of heteroscedasticity test with eViews, the probability chi-square is 0.2016. Hence, there is a positive heteroscedasticity because it is greater than 0.05. By carrying out autocorrelation tests, we use the Dunbar-Watson statistic as a guide to determine the relationship between gross domestic product as the dependent variable, exports as the independent variable, and foreign direct investments as the independent variable. The Dunbar-Watson statistic ranges from 0 until 4. According to Dunbar-Watson's thumb rule, there is no autocorrelation if the result is 2. Less than 2 indicates a positive autocorrelation and greater than 2 indicates a negative autocorrelation. Upon utilizing eViews, the Dunbar-Watson statistic is 2.0493. It suggests that there is a negative autocorrelation because it is greater than 2. By involving multicollinearity tests, we use the central variance inflation vector as the primary test results. The central variance inflation vector's rule of thumb says that the model exhibits multicollinearity if it is greater than or equal to 10. Following the multicollinearity test with eViews, the central variance inflation vector about 1.7463 for both exports and foreign direct investment is the same. We can make the conclusion that this test does not exhibit multicollinearity.
Greetings to Dr. Ebert and my dear viewers. I'm Gayatri Perumal, matrix number BG221604999, and I will continue this presentation with the conclusion. The importance of our study is to better understand the complex role that exports and FDI play in the nation's economic growth over 2018 to 2022. So, overall, there are several factors which is important, such as understanding economic drivers in Malaysia, policy implication which is recommendation to boost economic growth, empirical validations, global relevance, and also Malaysia's unique concept which examines Malaysia's economic journey, incorporating historical perspective and recent trend, plus recognizing the unique growth paradigm and challenges faced by Malaysia. Moving on, the new experience that we have learned in this project paper or conceptual paper is the method of study and the usage of software named eViews. We had to find the data by ourselves in the time frame we decided to analyze. We didn't refer to only one article to do this conceptual paper, but we did use plenty of articles as our guidance, and we got the data from the World Bank's official website. From the knowledge we gained in Econometrics class, we ran the data in eViews to do our empirical findings. Lastly, the main focus of our future studies will be the process of collection data. In this conceptual paper, we did it with a secondary data collection method. In our future study, we might do primary data collection such as doing interviews and collecting data from our surveys. We also consider the external factors such as analyze how unforeseen events, policy changes, and global economic shift impact the observed relationship in the Malaysian economy. Last but not least, the use of causal inferences method. We will use sophisticated causal inferences method such as instrumental variable analysis or natural experiments to strengthen the link between exports, foreign direct investment, and GDP. We are also eager to do and publish our own study as well. That's all for the conclusion part. I would like to thank Dr. Ribet for guiding us throughout this semester and to do this project. Without anything left, kudos to all the group members who contributed their full while doing this assignment. That's all from us. Thank you.